Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I am Trucker Dave from the Daily Driver Show. I'm here to answer 10 of the biggest and most asked questions that I get on my YouTube videos about Risinger. And that's probably why you're here, because you want to know the answers to some of these videos. Either you're currently looking for a company, or you're just keeping your options open, or you're on a hardcore search to try to find a new company. So I'm here to answer 10 of the most frequently asked questions that I get on YouTube. All right, number one, the question that I get all the time is, what is the pay like? So the pay, being in a lease, because Risinger, you're in a lease or you're an owner-operator. They don't have any company drivers. Everyone's pay is different based on what you do and how many miles you run. You pay for your own fuel, you pay for your own DEF, any additional products, you are the one that pays for that. So because of that, your pay is going to be different week to week, because as the fuel costs go up, the fuel surcharge will go up, but your fuel costs might actually be more at the end of the week. So the average pay here, to be on a safe side, is $1,300 to $1,500 a week. Okay, there are times where you will make a little less than that. There are times that you will make more than that. There have been numerous times that I have been really close to about $2,500 for a week. But then there have been times where, whether I'm getting a PM done or I'm getting some service done, if I lose some days because of that, I could take home about $700. So the pay just fluctuates. We're truck drivers. We understand that. We know how all of that works. But to play it safe, $1,300 to $1,500 is a safe bet to gauge for what the pay is. Number two, what's the home time like? So the home time with Risinger, it depends on where you live and what lane you're on. I am PA dedicated and I live in Ohio. So to get to Pennsylvania, I pass through Ohio, I can go home. To get up to Kenosha, Wisconsin, I pass through Ohio, I can go home. So with me living in Ohio on the PA dedicated, I'm home about one night during the week, and then I get home between either Friday night or like Saturday morning, Saturday early afternoon, and then I'll be home until Monday. So usually every weekend for my reset, and then one night during the week. Again, that's my situation because I live in Ohio and I'm PA dedicated. If you're one of the drivers that are going to Georgia, or you're one of the drivers going to Texas, again, it depends where you live for when you go home. Risinger does not really send you home. You would have to put in a time off request. Now me, I don't have to put a time off request to go home every weekend because I pass through. And whatever load I pick up is due that following Monday, I'll be able to be home for the weekend. But that's something to talk to your dispatcher about. Kind of just say, this is where I live, when would I be going home, so on and so forth. Number three, what type of trucks does Risinger have? We have Volvo VNL 760s. I think they're starting to phase out the 2019s because we're towards the end of 2023 right now. But they have 2020s, 21s, 22s, 23s. They have 24s, which is what I have here. This is Chalupa. She is a 2024 Volvo VNL 760. All the trucks are automatic. It's just, it's not a bad setup. They are very comfortable. There's quite a bit of room. The trucks do come with a fridge and a freezer that's already mounted in here. It's got the inverter. There are no APUs. I get asked that quite a bit too. That's not on my list or anything, but I do get asked that a lot. They do have the bunk heater, but there's no APUs in the trucks, at least not the ones that I have seen. Number 4, what is the orientation process like? Orientation for me, when I went through, it was like 2 days, a lot of signing paperwork, doing the contract, choosing your truck, which they had pretty much already chosen for me. And I went and I looked at that truck, and I gave it a quick drive. I liked it. I said, sure, I'll take this one. I did look at another one and drive that one as well. I didn't like it as much as the first truck. Orientation was very simple, was very easy. Quite a bit of paperwork, but it was, compared to other companies that I have been through, that was the most simple orientation process I have ever gone through. Number 5, what is the service area for Reisinger? Well, I did just hear recently that it was expanding a little bit. We were having a couple loads go into Florida as well, I think as North Carolina or Kentucky. But anything that's pretty much like east of the I-35 on the northern tier especially, you're in a good spot up there. Georgia, Texas, some of those states there, you're also in a good spot too. But me, I'm PA dedicated, so I am Kenosha, Wisconsin. I take a transfer load from up here and I take it to Allentown, Pennsylvania, and then from Allentown I'll catch some broker freight going back up to Kenosha, and then back Kenosha to Allentown. Anybody that's watched my channel for a while, you've probably heard me say over and over and over, you know, oh, we're taking this load to Allentown, or we're taking this up to Kenosha. It's just the way it works. That's my lane. That's what I do. I'm PA dedicated. Number 6, what is the speed of the trucks? So the trucks are governed at 70 miles an hour. I don't believe there's any other trucks that are governed any higher or any lower, but we are all governed at 70 miles an hour. Number 7, I'm surprised this one made it in the top 10 actually, but can I bring my dog? I get asked that quite a bit too, in some comments and everything, asking if people could bring their dogs, or even emails. I get emails from potential drivers and stuff. And yes, Reisinger, they do have a pet policy. You'll have to talk to the safety department about that and kind of see. I think they have somewhat of like a weight limit on the dog. I don't have a dog with me. All my dogs stay at home. But they do have a pet policy, so you could always talk to the safety department about that. Number 8, are there any dash cams? Reisinger does not put dash cams in the trucks. I have a dash cam in the truck. I don't actually have it mounted in this truck, but I had it in my old truck. That's just for me. A company had sent me that dash cam. They wanted me to review it, so that's how I obtained that dash cam. But basically, they don't have any dash cams mounted, inward, outward, audio. They don't have any of that. Number 9, are there any company drivers? No. And number 10, what is the maintenance cost? I've heard quite a bit from potential drivers about this, because I have said before about being in a lease, you run as an owner-operator. They want to know, like that one video, I had blown a steer tire, and they wanted to know who pays to fix that. I do. I just don't have to pay up front, because I have 10 cents a mile that gets automatically set aside in a maintenance escrow from what I make. And that money there is for when I get PMs done, if I have any service done, if I need to get new tires, or if I need to get a new rim, or if any lights go out. That comes from my maintenance escrow, and for me, it's set at 10 cents a mile. I'm not 100% sure if anyone has it any different, if they have any less or any more than 10 cents a mile, but I know for me, it's 10 cents a mile. It gets set aside, and then that money can be spent on any of that stuff. But all in all, keep your questions coming, and as they come in, I will try to get them all organized here. I have them in a document, and I can get this out to you here to help try to get some drivers in. If you are interested in driving for Reisinger, please give them a call. Tell them that Trucker Dave, Truck 13624 from YouTube sent you. That way they know that you came from YouTube. You can always put me down as a referral. I would appreciate that, and lets them know where you came from as well. Like the Daily Driver Show on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at TruckerDave252. And subscribe to the channel. That really helps. Subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of different content on here. We're getting into breeding snakes as well, so you'll see some reptile style videos as well on the channel. But with that being said, if you're out there on the roads, be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day and have a great hike.